The roof is on fire. It's your boy, the Bathroom Bandit, man. I'm gonna go over these last week's scores. Well, the recap for last week. Not so much for predictions or whatever because predictions really don't matter. We had so many teams that really didn't matter with who won or who lost. But it did with the Marauders. The Marauders needed a victory. He got it. He pulled it out. Vivolo beat the Bandits 188 to 180, which was the second closest game of the week. Believe it or not, just an 8-point difference, but it wasn't the closest game of the week. We'll get to that later. This game came down to the defense, man. Quarterbacks did great. Well, Roethlisberger did outstanding, 58 points. But Andy Dalton didn't do bad with 34. My running back, I had Buck Allen, who gave me 43. He had Rawls, who gave me 24. My receivers did pretty good, and his did all right. But this game really boiled down to the defense. Vivolo's defense, the Broncos scored 34 points as opposed to my Panthers scoring 7. So my Panthers really shit the bed, man. They really failed me when I needed them to win the most. When I needed them to do well, they failed me, and as a result, I lost. Dropping my record to 9-4. Vivolo 6-7. He advanced to the playoffs. I advanced to the playoffs also, but by losing, I lost the first round bye to Chicken Nugget Boys, who has the same record but has more points. Next matchup, we got Shake and Blake versus Click Amanda. Shake and Blake, you really didn't need a victory. Click Amanda did to even have his name in the discussion. His team didn't show up. You outscored this dude by more than twice the amount of points that he had. 85 points, so that'll be 170, and you scored 174, Blake. Two times 85 is 170. Yeah, you scored 174, so you more than double his point output. This guy had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in single digits. One of them scored 0, 2 of them scored 1, one of them scored 2 points. Not much to talk about here, man. This is just a good old-fashioned ass whooping, man. This was the biggest deficit of the week, too, so Click Amanda, when you needed a really good game the most, your guys just failed you. I mean, nothing else to say there. Shake and Blake, you advanced to the playoffs, but you don't get a first round bye. You had the Dick Nose with a better record than you, so you have to play in week 14. Next match with Your Mom Loves My Spunk versus the Bronx Bomber. The Bronx Bomber still got Flacco and Lynch playing as starters along with Moncrief, Abdullah, Shane Free, and Kyle Rudolph. So it isn't going to take much for Your Mom Loves My Spunk, Jafeel, to win this week. He still managed to fuck that shit up. He didn't even goddamn set a lineup. He dropped the player from his bench. Didn't add a player because he thought the wave was going to come through. He still had an opportunity to add a player on Monday. He chose not to, which is fine. His record is 6-7. He lost, but because he had more points than the other guys with that same record other than Vivolo, he still made the playoffs. So congratulations for making the playoffs, even though you had a 0 and in the legal lineup this week. Your Mom Loves My Spunk, Jeff L. Next matchup, the Dick Nose versus CJ. CJ, boy, this guy is awesome, man. CJ, actually, y'all don't understand this shit, but CJ broke a record this year. The lowest amount of points scored by any fantasy football team that I have ever seen in a regular season, and the most zeros by any fantasy team that I've ever seen. CJ, your team is fucking awesome, and I give it a big thumbs up and another thumbs up. Besides that, man, there's nothing to talk about here. Dick Nose, who already had a 9-3 record. A loss here would have made it interesting, but you won, so you have the clear-cut division championship, and you get a first week bye. Next matchup, Chicken Nugget Boys versus Dirty Chose. Chicken Nugget Boys and myself both had the same record coming in. Both of us needed a win to secure division championship. Both of us lost. And like I said earlier, Chicken Nugget had more points. So even though Dirty Chose gave it all he had, man, gave you 205 points, high score of the week, king of the week. It just wasn't enough, man. It was too little, too late. That huge point total was not enough to push you past. Your mom loves my spunk Jafil. So unfortunately, Dirty Chose, you will not be in the playoffs this year. But I do commend you. I thank you for at least playing the whole year, making lineup, weight changes, picking up guys off the waivers, making trades. I think you made a trade here and there. Just, playing the game like you should play the game, and I appreciate that. We need more guys like you in the league, seriously. You got to eliminate some of these CJs and stuff like that, and the Davids who quit midway because something didn't go their way. That wasn't cool. It just messed up the whole season for other people. But anyways, Dirty Chose, you win. Chicken Nugget Boys, you lose. But like I said, you do have the division championship, and you do get a first week bye next week. Let me go over the playoff race real quick before I sign out of here. The playoff race is as follows. You have the Dick Nose and the Chicken Nugget Boys. Dick Nose has a 10-3 record. Chicken Nugget Boys 9-4 record. They have first week bye, and then you have Shaken Blake at number 3, the Bandits at number 4, the Marauders at number 5, and Your Mom Loves My Spunk Jafil at number 6. The way the seedings are going to work is going to be Bandits versus Marauders. Again, I just played this motherfucker. I just played him. Patrick, I'm coming back for you, man. Bathroom Bandits is not going to lose 2 games in a row, buddy. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to kick your ass, man. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Still love you. Still wish you the best. I'm going to kick your ass. And Shaken Blake, you going to play Your Mom Loves My Spunk Jafil. Now, once he sets his lineup, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting game. He's actually going to be 2 very good Week 14 first round playoff games. I'll see you motherfuckers on Friday, though. I'll let y'all know what my predictions are based on the Thursday games and the lineup set. For everybody who didn't make it, man, hey, man, just get better. Maybe if you want to play next year, you just got to get better. That's all I can say. Make better decisions, draft better. Pay attention to the waiver wires. Pay attention to your matchups. I mean, hey, or sometimes it's just an injury thing. Sometimes you just get unlucky, But anyways, for the guys that made it to the playoffs, congratulations. And best of luck to everybody except Patrick. All right, man, I'm leaving. Like I said, I'll see y'all on Friday. And remember, man, it's the playoffs. Bandits really run this bitch.